Yo, what's happening? What's going on? I've been doing Charlotte videos about Charlotte and Atlanta for quite some time. A couple years now. I've lived in both cities. Currently I live in Charlotte right now. You know, and I've always talked about the goods and the bad. The good and the bad, the pros and the cons about both cities. And oftentimes people may think that I'm a little too hard, pause, on Atlanta. You know, it may appear to be that way, but the reality of it is that I had high expectations, when I moved into the city. My expectations were way more higher than when I moved to Charlotte. For Atlanta. And when I got there, it was just it's the exact opposite of what I expected. So yeah, it may appear that I'm, a little too hard on pause on Atlanta, but it is what it is. It's my experiences, and this is what I saw, while I was down there. But it's one thing that I failed to mention, when dealing with both cities, or just overall moving anywhere outside of your hometown. And that is, a lot of times outside of, your career, your job, a lot of times people move to get away from their friends and family. And that's real talk. I know I've moved several times. I've lived in, 3 states, throughout my life. That's, actually 4. Briefly in Florida, which I lived in Orlando. I stayed with Pretty Ricky for a little while. Georgia, I lived in Atlanta, rather Metro Atlanta, Sandy Springs and Marietta. North Carolina, I've lived in Greensboro, Durham, Raleigh, Charlotte, and a little bit in Fayetteville. And New York, I've lived in Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island. And I can tell you, each time that I've moved, the majority of times that I moved, I was trying to get away from friends and family. That's real talk. Real talk. I mean, I apologize. I failed to mention that. I failed to mention that a lot of times people just want to get away because they've changed. And their friends and family are still the same. They remain the same. And due to contrary belief, I think that's how you put it, all families are not positive. There are a lot of families that are toxic, as well as friends. And when you are on this journey, that journey of self-improvement, you don't want to be around negative people. You just don't. Now, I'm just going to be real with you. Atlanta is getting away from toxic people and moving to a city that's more toxic than probably the place that you left, besides like Chicago or something like that. Not trying to be disrespectful. Kind of don't make sense. Charlotte, on the other hand, is kind of different. Yeah, you're going to have crime. Is that, as a guy put it in the comment section of one of these videos that I did about Charlotte and Atlanta, that's always going to exist in every major city. It is. And I agree. But it's not. Charlotte is not like an Atlanta. It has a vibe, a real tranquil, peaceful vibe. It's not a party city, that is. Really laid back. Family orientated. So I understand. Let's just say you getting away from family and friends, you moving to Atlanta. I understand it. Wholeheartedly, I do. You know how many friends and family I had to give up throughout the course of my years? I'm labeled as the black sheep, and I don't mind that. Family members know not to invite me to any kind of cookout, birthday party, or whatever, because I'm not going. It's just not going to happen. I relate more to the friends that I have now. My friends that I have now are my family. So I don't go by that blood is thicker than water mess. I don't go by that mess. I don't. You know what I'm saying? You're my family if you think just like like I do, or somewhat similar. Period. We have like minds. Other than that, man, don't invite me to no family cookouts or nothing like that. First and foremost, this is real talk. You know what I'm saying? Majority of my family eat meat, so they're not gonna even have the decency and respect to accommodate me and my family and I. So if you know I'm a vegetarian, why are you inviting me over unless you have something prepared for me? See, let me give you an example. When my daughter turned 1, right? I had this big celebration for her, right? Real talk. Listen to this. I had this big celebration for her, right? We had just started being vegetarians. I didn't buy regular hot dogs, even though there were people in my family that would have ate whatever, whether it was pork, chicken, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? I bought Oscar Mayer turkey hot dogs. I bought turkey ground meat to make the hamburgers. I bought whiting, flounder. I think I had some salmon there too. Now take and eat. I didn't eat it. The mother of my children didn't eat it. And neither did my daughter eat it. But we accommodated our family outside of our family. You know what I'm saying? Our families outside of our family. Because we knew that our families ate meat. So I'm just trying to understand how is it that you can't accommodate me? Like, even if you try, even if you make an attempt, like, hey, listen, Langston, we kind of don't really know what you like to eat or whatever have you, and we don't really know how to make the vegetarian stuff. I heard about this meat called Beyond Meat or Impossible Burger or something like that, or Impossible Meat or whatever. Is it possible that I can take that and make something so that, you all can come to the cookout or whatever and feel, you know what I'm saying, like you are part of the family? And even though I don't really mess with the Beyond Meat, I would be like, yo, I'll settle for that. But they don't ever do that. It's not their concern. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame that black families, when you're on the road of success or to be successful, you have to let go a great deal of your of your friends in the past and your family members. Some friends that you grew up with now have turned out to be for the worst. They turned out to be haters. Here you are, you trying to start a YouTube channel, and they telling you how this guy got 500,000 subscribers. Well, my boy, he got 500,000 subscribers, and man, all you got is 12. Here you are, you trying to, start your own business or invest in stocks and stuff like that, and your family members and your friends are telling you how it's not good to do that. They call your business that you got going on, oh, you got that little thing, you got that little job going on. That's what they say when they talk about your business. Oh, you got that little job going on again? A little job thing you going, your little business you got going on? You don't need those type of people. You don't. But I realized that, man. I failed to mention that when I talked about Atlanta and Charlotte. A lot of people just want to get away. They want to get away from the madness. Real talk. There are a lot of people on this earth, regardless of age, sex, or should I say gender, and race, that just want to be productive, to be positive. Straight, I mean, man, that's straight facts. And a lot of us that want to be positive, man, we get these roadblocks, these big walls placed in front of us. And it's always the ones that so-called love us that hurt us the most. But whoever this, message is for, listen up. Drop them. Whether it's your mother, your grandmother, your father, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, your brother, your sister. Drop them. That's real talk. You know how many men, listen, I don't get into calling out specific family members. I'm not messy like that. But I had to give up, how can I say it, like big time family members. Not no second cousin or first cousin. No, I had to go up the ladder, further up. Because these particular family members didn't have any type of respect for me. How is it that you don't respect me as a man, and I pay my own bills, I don't ask you for shit? I know y'all are feeling that. Some of you all don't ask your family for nothing. The only thing that you ask for is respect, and they can't even give you that. I had to walk away. Nah, I can't do it. Can't. Let me tell you something. I have a golden rule. No lie. And I had to break that rule because Atlanta wasn't working out for me. So I had to move back to Charlotte. I have family members that live in North Carolina. Matter of fact, I got a cousin that I don't even talk to. I think I seen this broad. I'm not gonna even lie. This is my word. I think I seen this broad in Harris Teeter like a couple of months ago. No lie. And she an uppity chick, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure she didn't recognize me because I don't even go to the cookhouse and none of that stuff. So how could she recognize me? But even if she did, she wouldn't even acknowledge me. It'd be that phony mess, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let's exchange numbers, cuz, and this and so forth. Man, but get out of here. Get out of here. That's real talk. I got I say two. I got two cousins, you know what I'm saying? Two of them are two females. One is Ruth, the other one is Shell. Ruth, she get on my goddamn nerves, I ain't gonna lie. But she good people. She family. Family. Called me the other day, was in Nevis. You know what I'm saying? And she is just dying for me to I can't, I'm like, yo, I cannot move there right now. I don't have any money like that. You caked up. I'm not. Other than that, I don't mess with my cousins like that. But I have a golden rule. You know what I'm saying? And she stayed, one of my cousins, she lives like in Charlotte. I don't see her. Don't talk to her. You know what I'm saying? But I have a golden rule. I broke that rule, like I said, when I moved to Atlanta, and then I moved back. But I have a golden rule. I have to be anywhere, anywhere between 8 hours and a day away from my family. Because then I know ain't no way in the hell they willing to drive 8 hours or catch a flight to see me. For real. Unless it's like a vacation. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll make some excuses like, yeah, Langston, we stopped by, and, we just came to see you and da-da-da. Yeah, but I'm staying in, let's say, for example, I'll never stay there. I'll never live there. You know what I'm saying? It's party town. But yeah, I'm living in Miami. Is it a coincidence, You want to come see me now? Now that I live in Miami? But yeah, man, I have that golden rule. I got to be at least 8 hours to a day away from my family. Traveling time. You know, an hour away, half an hour away. Oh man, please. I don't like phony people, man. I really don't. And you know, some of my family members may call me up and say, "Well, you talking about me? Who you talking about, Willis?" Nah, first and foremost, this is not dedicated to one family member. And taking heed, you don't know who I'm talking about, because I have family that I talk to on my father's side as well as my mother's side. That's why I said I'm not going to get messy. I'm not going to, call out any names. But for the most part, I don't deal with majority of the people that's on my mother's side of the family or whether my father's side of the family. It's just phony, man. Everybody want to pretend. Want to act like, oh, yeah, we family. Yeah, right. I put out my first book in 2000 and, what was it? 5, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2005, A God Within, the first book I ever wrote. Let's see. My father bought a book. He actually bought 2 books, and then he said to me, give me like 15 of your books. And at the time he was working for Transit, MTA. He sold all 15, gave me the money. Who else? I think my sister bought a book. That's about it. I got a lot of family members. It's like they don't like, as you know, I have friends too. They don't like to see you successful. They don't want to. Seriously, some of your family and friends, some of you all, majority of your family and friends don't want to see you successful. They don't want to see you with a smile on your face. Oh, I remember he did this, and I remember he did that, and this and that, and so forth. Let me tell you something. I say things for a specific reason. I truly believe that in the near future, I'm going to be successful in that. I'm not going to say I'm going to be a household name to America, let alone the world, but I truly believe that there will be a lot of people that will know my name. And I put my business out there. So I won't have to get, that stab in the back when I become successful from a family member or a friend that wants to start talking at SHIT. Well, yeah, man, I remember back in 99, I got high with Links, and now he drinking water and all the rest of that stuff. I know he ain't about that life. Okay, that's cool. I'll talk about how I used to get high and drunk online. It's documented. Oh, I remember in Langston I remember, Raleigh, North Carolina. I remember that dude, he was in the project selling them bootleg movies and them bootleg CDs. Okay, I'm going to talk about that too. Oh, I remember in high school, Langston, he was just this, he was like short, and he just be wilding and stuff, joking and playing around and skipping school and all the rest of that stuff. He wasn't like all about that Black history stuff and the stuff that he into now. Oh, okay, I'll talk about that too. Now what? But it's a shame that your family members and friends will cross you. Real talk. So you can't write a tell-all book on me because I've already told it all. What didn't I leave out? I'm pretty sure if I forgot about something in my past, I guarantee you in the next videos to come, I'm going to mention it. But it's a shame, man. I truly understand why a lot of you all want to move. Specifically to cities like Charlotte and Atlanta. Yeah, it's change of scenery. Some of you northerners, oh man, it's the weather, it's in the South, and it's cheaper in the South. But I think we all have one big reason in common, and that's to get away from toxic family members and friends. That plain and simple. And for that, man, I can't knock you. Straight up. My next move, man, I'm trying to be at least about 3 to 4. I'm trying to be at least about 3 to 4 days away. Straight up. I'm trying to go to like Antarctica or something. You know, because some of my family members got money. And just because you got money, that don't mean nothing. You still an a-hole. And I don't want to deal with you. And that's another thing too. I got family members that have money that I don't mess with. And it's mind-boggling to them. It's like, yo, he don't even mess with me, not even for the money. Yeah. Straight up. Because your money, you and your money is not worth the headache. Real talk. I got family members that'll call me. I look at the phone like end call. And all they hear is, this is what they hear. You have reached the woo! If you're like that, hey, join the club. Join the club. Straight up. It's okay to be that way. Because you just want to be in your own little bubble. Pretty Ricky and I talk about that all the time. You just want to be in your own little bubble. And in that little bubble, you bring in people that are not going to get on your damn nerves. That's going to push and motivate you and inspire you to be the best. And the negative people, you can stay out there. See, when you pay your own bills, you have the right to let people in your life. Whoever you want to be in your life, you have the right to allow them to be in your life. And the ones that you don't want to be in your life, you don't have to deal with them. That's the blessings of being independent. Having your own shit. For real. So don't be ashamed, man. Don't be embarrassed. You know, don't feel a certain kind of way. Don't allow your family members to put God in it. Well, you know, God said blood is thicker than water and obey your parents and all that mess, all that bull crap. Don't allow it. If you gotta get away from your family and your friends in order to live a better life and to get a peace of mind, even if you gotta move to Atlanta, even if you think Atlanta may be more peaceful than where you're at, do it. Do it by all means. Other than that, get out of these toxic relationships that you have with your family and friends, or boyfriends and girlfriends, husbands and wives. You only live on this planet one time. Straight up. One time. And I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you. You know, I don't know it all. And neither does anybody else. We don't know what happens, you know, when you die. We don't have any idea. So live your best life. I know that's cliche. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth for you. That's what I really want to say. So let's take away the family and friends, and let's just say, get away from them ninjas. Because I don't want to say, you know, the N-word, but get away from them. Because those ninjas could be your family and friends. Straight up. Even if your dog is giving you problems, no lie. You feeding the dog, you taking the dog, you know, to get, you know, to get washed and all that stuff, the teeth done and all of that. And all of a sudden he start biting at you and biting your clothes up, man. Get rid of the dog. For real, I'm just being real with you, man. Real talk. Do what you have to do in order to get a peace of mind. That's real talk, man. For real. Other than that, my name is Langston 2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video and drink more water.